Greetings. Welcome. Let me see if I can turn the volume up here a little bit. Okay. First things first. We need to make sure the integration is on. It is. And that people can't randomly send me messages during the stream. And that is true as well. Interface. Show subtitles is on. Show full tooltips. That sounds like a good thing. Accessibility. Show genitals. Show cinematic nudity. We want to make sure these are off. We do not want surprises for the live stream. Share private moments, sure. Okay, we'll leave that off. Audio. I think I've pretty much got everything here preset in a way that is good, I think. Yes. So welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. This is the game that won the poll, and this is the game that triggered the dual casting between YouTube and Twitch, because this game has some really interesting Twitch iteration. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can see like right over here by this side of the screen, you've got a couple of buttons that are popped up. One of them is going to show you my character sheet, so you can see what my characters in my current party have equipped, what their spells are, their character sheets. You can see all that information. And the other button below shows you the quests that are currently active, so you can read and see what it is that I'm doing, that I'm up to. In addition to that, there's going to be dialogue options down here at the bottom that I can pick. And then right around here in this portion of the screen, you guys are going to sometimes get a little chat box indicator where you can pick one of the options, one of the dialogue options, and then it'll show me in the game like the results of the poll on what you guys want me to pick and what you don't. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and pick a new game, and we're just going to go balanced in the middle. I'm not going to try to make this too hard, but I'm not going to make it too easy either. I think balanced is a good mix of gameplay. Okay, here we go. New game. Ooh. Now, I will say I am not entirely new to the story of this game and what's going on here. I have played part of the way through the first act of this game, but I haven't finished it. I have played the first two Baldur's Gate games, as well as the two Ice Crown Dale. I think it's Ice Crown Dale. What's it? Not Ice Crown. Icewind. That's it. Icewind Dale. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to turn in my D&D lore card if I can't remember Icewind Dale. It's only like one of the biggest places in all of Faerun. But yeah, I played the two Icewind Dale games, and I played the first two Baldur's Gate games, and I played half of was it Dark Descent? Something like that. Dark Alliance? There's a game called Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. That was a console release too. Oh boy. Oh, she was tadpoled. Oh boy. Well, that wasn't good. So yeah. Who are you? I don't reset tutorials. I do not need tutorials. No. Okay, so one of the first things I'm gonna create a custom character. But I don't know if I actually want to create a custom character or if I want to create a character with a dark urge. Now like I don't know. Do I want the dark urge or do I not want the dark urge? I don't know what the dark urge is fully about. Like I do not know the resolution of this plot line, but I do know that there are extra dialogue choices when it comes to the dark urge that is basically urging you to murder things, and it's a really interesting thing, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anybody in the chat yet to vote. Oh. But this is something that, like, I'm pretty well set on what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a sorcerer because I've met all of these people, and I'm pretty sure I know what I want my core team to be. I'm gonna roll Shadowheart, Karlach, and Asterion. Mainly because I don't like Gale or Lae'zel. Like I really don't like these characters much at all. Well, it's okay, but not my favorite. So Asterion, Karlach, Shadowheart, and me is probably going to be my team. And that's going to be like the first thing that I do, is I'm going to go make sure that I grab all three of these characters. And you don't have to wait 12 hours into the game to grab Karlach. You can actually go fairly straight there and get her fairly early. Which I am definitely going to do. So these are going to be the guys that I'm running with most of the time. I'll swap in other people as it becomes important to the story. But yeah, right off the bat, that's pretty much going to be my team. So we'll do custom with race. I'm thinking I'm going to be Drow. And Subway, Lostsworn, or Seldarine. Now a couple more things I know about D. I am a huge D&D nerd. I am a collector of D&D books and stories, and I've got all the core rule books. I've got thousands of dice. I'm that D&D guy. What I know about the story of this game is about half of Act 1 in some parts. Some things I've not done yet. I know it takes place about 100 years after the events of Baldur's Gate 2, and apparently immediately following the events of the Avernus campaign. Was it Descent into Avernus? The 5e campaign? This takes place right after that. So I'm aware of a few of the events that are happening in the world. Generally what's going on. I don't know exactly where on the Sword Coast we are. Um, I imagine we are somewhere east of Baldur's Gate itself. Uh, Probably somewhere east of Waterdeep. Um, but I'm not 100% on that. But I think that's where the Emerald Grove is in the lore. Um, I don't have any maps or anything up on the wall, so I can't tell you for certain. Um, so yeah, the difference between these two, the Drow uh, come from a place called the Underdark in a city called Mesobarazan, and they worship a spider goddess called Loth. She's got a cult. They've all got like red eyes, and they worship this spider goddess. Some of them don't worship the spider goddess, and they're called Seldarines, and they're usually banished from the city. The drow that you see wandering about the world in like the open world are typically Seldarines, um, because they're not welcome in Menzo Bearzan because of not serving Loth. My phone is already acting up. We are not that far into the stream. There we go. So I think I'm going to take a Seldarine drow. Oh, everything is being strange over here. Okay. All of the races have different race features available with them. Like humans, for example, your base movement speed for all of the like normal size races is going to be 30. If you pick a half size race like a halfling or a gnome, your movement speed is going to be 25, and I think that's true for the dwarves as well. But everybody else is going to be 30. Yeah. 30. And Joe's 30. Yeah. So everybody's 30. The smaller races, the dwarves, the halflings, the gnomes, are 25. And then you get like features for your class, for your race, that are added to your spell sheet. Like humans get civil militia, you get extra weapon and armor proficiencies, and versatility. They have an additional skill to be proficient in. Drow are going to get a cantrip called Dancing Light. So this is an evocation cantrip, which illuminates a 30-foot radius. But then they also get a couple of other interesting things here. They get Fey Ancestry, which is advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. So I'm never going to be able to get put to sleep if I'm a drow. I get proficiency with rapier, short sword, and the hand crossbow right off the bat. And the reason that I am looking at drow is superior dark vision. They can see in the dark up to 80 feet. Now, other races have dark vision. Dwarves have dark vision, which allows them to see up to 40 feet. But because they're from the Underdark, the Drow have superior dark vision. So it's interesting that they give you an evocation that lights things up as a cantrip here. When you can basically see in the dark better than anyone else. It's a weird thing. But I want to be able to see in the dark, so I'm gonna pick Drow. And I don't like spiders, so I'm gonna pick Seldarine. And I'll pick that. Let's edit our appearance. Okay.
Where to next?
Where to next? What voice do I want?
What
was that?
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Health. Something just woke up down here.
We've got 8 face options. Which one do we want? Let's do this one. I like scars. Let's do scars. Dusk tone. You gotta have a nice blue tone to the skin. There. How's that? Freckles? Sure, let's add some freckles. Ooh, age them up. Okay. Just keep everything about like that. Piercing style. I kind of like those. That's a stud muffin. Lapis stud muffin. Okay, let me pop over here real quick and see what's going on with these. Okay. I like these. Okay, I kind of like that. Got lots of tattoo options. Oh my gosh. That's kind of on the nose, I think. Kind of like that one. That's cool. Okay, tattoo color. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that plays really well. What is that? Blue 5? Blue 5 plays really well with the skin tone. Yeah, I like that. Even if you go really dark with the coloring, I don't think I'm gonna go that dark. I'm gonna stay a little more on the lighter blue side. Maybe 7. Lichen, dusk tones, azure. Oh wow, I got some really blue ones over here. How about that? Okay. Why are these colored blue if they're like so far from blue? I like that. We will roll with this. Yeah, the dark blue color just kind of makes it pop, I think. What's that? Eyes. Yep, take a look at all. They want the eyes to kind of be in this range, and of course red because loft. But I am not a loft holder. I want more eye colors. It's got like a blue with a purple in the middle. I like that. What else we got? Teal. Oh, we got demonic colors here. I kind of like this one with like the faint purple right in the middle. Let's roll with that. A bunch of different makeup options. I like the kind of darkened eye look here. Can we match the makeup? What was it, blue 5 that I picked? Blue 6 it looks like. There. Now the eye makeup kind of matches into the tattoo color. I'm going to be looking at this character through the whole game. So I'm picking a character look that looks nice. I mean, we gotta have lips that match color of the makeup, right? We gotta match up the lip color. How's that? Is that close? I think that works. Looks close enough. Close enough to me, for me anyway. Okay, cool. Hair. Oh my god, there's so many hairstyles. Okay. Okay, Frohawk. There we go. Mm-hmm. Have a classic high top ponytail. That's a look. This gives me Aes Sedai vibes. That's what that gives me. Okay. Mohawk plus bun. Mohawk. Mm-hmm. Kind of a top knot. Okay. Twin buns. Oh, this is cool. That's a contender. What is it? Partial eclipse. Rapscallion. Oh, they all have names. Languid bandit. Okay. Okay, we got like a different color woven in right there. This is a very elvish hairstyle. A lot of boring options going through here. That's the one we were starting with. That looks cool. That one's a contender. Yeah, not so much. Okay. Oh my god, what are those bangs? Like, holy anime Batman. Okay, a dreads mohawk, that's new. What's it called? It's called Dryad. That is a very severe looking hairstyle. Okay. Tell me you're high maintenance without telling me you're high maintenance, right? That's what this hairstyle is. Mm-hmm. A lot more boring hairstyles on here. Okay, here's the thing. My top is on the side. Mm-hmm. This isn't. It's an interesting looking hairstyle right there. It's another boring hairstyle. There's so many boring ones. This is the Legolas. That's what that is. Is this called the Legolas? Fair Forester. It's basically called the Legolas. This is Legolas's hairstyle in Lord of the Rings. Oh my god. This is the lazy elf. They should... What is this called? Crystallis pod? No. This is lazy elf. That's what that is. Yeah, okay. I feel like they've had like 7 different versions of this hairstyle. I kind of like that one. What is this? Precision bolt. Yeah, I don't know. This feels kind of basic, right? Does this feel basic to anyone else? It feels basic to me. It's another very severe hairstyle. That one also feels kind of basic. This just feels like the Legolas hairstyle part 2. Like, it's got this little piece that goes in front of the ears, and the other one had everything going behind the ears. Other than that, it's the exact same hairstyle. Okay, a braided ponytail. That's kind of neat. And oh my god, hair everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking this braid, Inkeep braid, looks kind of cool. This is kind of like a warrior's hairstyle, right? We can like do like a last distraction hit, like whoopah, and like attack with your hair, like wow, wow, whoopah, right? No, that's like no, like an opportunity attack and just like smack him in the eyes with your hair. There's one up here that I really liked. This one, I like this one. Cause it's kind of like that. Cause you have like fancy braids going on this side, but then they just got lazy and they combed everything over. That seems like exactly the kind of hairstyle that I would implement. Like you start getting fancy and then you're just like, fuck it, and whoosh, right? So that is option one. The braid is option two, and there was another one. Is it this? No, it was not this. Is it that? No. Oh, we have a ponytail. Oh my god, I forgot what it was. It was not that. Oh, this is high maintenance. It was not the high maintenance one. I remember. Top knots. So, partial eclipse or Inkeep braid. What do you guys think? One or two? This one being number two, Inkeep braid. See, I can't do like votes for options in character creation, which is strange. And this will be number one. So number one is this one. Number two is the long braid. While that is deciding, let's pick a hair color. I mean, we gotta pick something that, oh, that is very red. Does red hair work on a blue-skinned person? I don't know. Ooh. The purple kind of works. I'm liking purple hair. Ooh, I'm liking purple hair. Can I change? Oh, this is a highlight color. Oh. Oh. And intensity of the highlight. Gotcha. We do like purple on purple highlights. And it's, oh, and the braid is the highlight color. That's cool. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like the braid using the braid as a whip. That would be very cool. How about that? Cause it's like purple and you got like the electric blue, like that's like tying into it. And it like, it ties in for like the overall effect, I think. I like this. I like this look. No worries, I typo all the time. Say all highlight colors. Are there more colors? There are more colors. Oh, I've got different blues. Midnight. Ooh. I'm really liking this like electric purple blue combo. I'm liking this. And like the like it covers up like her face tattoo, but I assume there's with the way the hair looks, it looks like there's gonna be like hair dynamics and stuff in the game. And I've already seen it a little bit on the character, so you can have like a little like tattoo secret. Yeah, I kind of want the highlight to be brighter, but I don't. I want it to be like this color blue because I think this color blue mixes with it really well. But I don't really see like a brighter version that doesn't switch to a different tone of blue. Or we could go like red. Ooh, that looks good too. What do you think? What do you think about red and purple? I think the blue maybe works a little bit better, but the red is really good too. Or we could do like just a lighter purple over it. I've got this like darker blue here. No, you cannot change customization features later on. After you're past this screen, this is what you look like. That feature will probably be added in a later patch, but it's not currently in the game. I like that. I think I'm gonna roll with that. Get a grain option. What does this do? Oh, it adds gray hairs. Okay. Oh, could we pick like another color blue? We can. Oh, that gives us an option to kind of weave in another color. Doesn't really work all that well. I suppose because it is a grain option. Okay, we'll leave that alone. I like that. I like that for our customization. I picked the eyes with the purple undertone, right? Yeah. The eyes are like blue with like a purple ring right in the middle, which ties in with the hair, and then the makeup matches the tattoo. Bam, edit character. Okay. Now we know what we're going to look like. I think you're the only one in chat. So there is a choice that I want to give you. Origin, right? There's a special origin called the Dark Urge. Like the Dark Urge character is fully customizable, so we'll be able to bring out like the same one we just had. She should still be in there. Maybe. Yeah. Isoldering Drow. So we can bring in the same character. But the thing about the Dark Urge is that there's going to be extra dialogue options and extra points throughout the game where it just encourages you to do something evil, like stab a person in the face or murder them and stuff like that. You just have these like dark urges and you don't know what's going on with it. I don't know the resolution of the dark urge. But it's an option that replaces your background. You're gonna get to pick your background. But if you pick the dark urge, you get this haunted one background and skills in medicine and intimidation. So Dark Urge seems like it might be fun. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys on whether or not we should pick the Dark Urge, or we should pick a different background. Because if you don't pick Dark Urge, you get to pick one of these as your background option, which just gives you different. No evil. Okay, they still might be evil. But we will skip the Dark Urge. For now. Now, once we skip it, we won't be able to come back to it. I am picking Drow as my race. The reason that I'm picking Drow is because mainly right here, superior dark vision. Drow can see in the dark up to 80 feet. Other races with dark vision, like dwarves, only get 40 feet. And most of the other races, like humans, don't get anything at all. So when it's dark, they can't see anything. Astral knowledge. Ooh. Yeah, I find it interesting that they get a cantrip called Dancing Lights when they can see in the dark. They would be like the least likely to use it. And there are two types of Drow. Lothsworn and Seldarine. I've chosen Seldarine as mine. But the Drow are from a place called the Underdark, which is a huge like underground part of Faerun. And they are from a city called Menzoberranzan. That's what this is right here. This word. Menzoberranzan. And they worship a goddess called Loth, who is a gigantic like spider bitch. I'm not fond of spiders, so I'm not fond of Loth. But the Drow with the red eyes that's the indicator that they follow Loth. Most of the Drow that you find up and about in the world are Seldarine, because they've been banished out of Menzoberranzan because they are not followers of Loth. They're typically nicer than most Drow that you meet. So yeah, it's a little bit of a twist on a Drow. It looks like the eyes keep resetting, and maybe the skin tone too. Oh, skin's still looking okay, but the eyes are definitely resetting. Okay. There is a lot of lore with D&D. I'm gonna do my best to explain a lot of the stuff that I know. But yeah, there's a lot of lore. I am going to be a sorcerer. because I want to have a spellcaster. Spellcasters are one of the jobs in D&D that I am most familiar with. And the spellcaster that comes with the game, I don't really like him all that much. So sorcerers, this is my spell book as it's going to play out. And we get things from different abilities. This is dancing lights that we got from picking a drow. And then we get 4 cantrips from being a sorcerer and 2 spells. A cantrip is a spell that you can cast. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast is a warlock cantrip. And it is really good. But warlocks have another limitation on them, and that is their spell slots. Whereas with wizards and with sorcerers, you see with wizards, I'm going to get less cantrips, but I can prepare a whole bunch of different spells. With sorcerers, I get less spells, more cantrips. But the spell slots are really the thing that sets sorcerers and wizards apart from warlocks. Warlocks have to rely on that Eldritch Blast because they only get 2 spell slots for like the entire game. So for the other spells that they learn, like even going up through the game, like later I think they'll unlock a 3rd spell slot. But sorcerers will get like 4 level 1s, 4 level 2s, 3 level 3s, 3 level 4s. So they get a whole lot of options for casting spells throughout the game. Wizards, same thing. So a sorcerer and a wizard could cast, like, when you start getting up there in level, like 8 or 9 spells in one combat. Warlocks, 2. And then you're done. Yeah, a lot of, one of the things about playing the tabletop version is that you can bend the rules. It's a lot more restrictive inside of a video game. And like with Eldritch Blast is good, but Eldritch Blast can miss. Magic Missile is, even though it's not a cantrip, it's a spell you have to cast. You get 3 of them that deal 6 to 15 damage, and Magic Missile never misses. If you can cast it, it's going to hit 100% of the time. It never misses. Warlocks do not have initial access to this spell, which is a huge detriment. And it's a level 1 spell, but you can upcast this spell. So if you cast it as level 2, you get 4 missiles instead of 3. If you cast it at level 5, if you cast at level 3, you get 5 missiles. Cast at level 4, you get 6 missiles. So, like, you can upcast this and just, like, chain out a lot of damage with it. We're going to have a barbarian, a cleric, and a rogue as the other members of the party that I'm in. So with a sorcerer, I think would balance that kind of a party out fairly well. As for the cantrips, these are not the cantrips that I want. Firebolt, I find Firebolt to be just as effective as Eldritch Blast most of the time. Shocking Grasp, you want this, because if you hit with this cantrip, this is one that you can only use when you're right next to somebody. No. The other characters are actually these guys right here. Asterion, Lizel, Gale, Shadowheart, Will, Karlach, and there's a couple of others that we're going to get. The ones that I'm going to have on my team is Karlach, she's a barbarian. Shadowheart, she's a cleric. And Asterion, he's a rogue. So I'm gonna run with these guys most of the time, mainly because Gale is a wizard, and I really don't like Gale. Lizelle is a fighter, but she's also like Githyanki, who are not pleasant like ever. Will is a warlock, so if you want to see Eldritch Blast, we can slot in Will every once in a while to do some stuff. Bring my drow back out here. Yeah, we're picking Firebolt. We're picking Shocking Grasp. Firebolt, basic range damage. If we run out of spell slots, this is how we're going to be hurting things. Shocking Grasp. If you can take this cantrip and you're a caster, you should always take this cantrip. The reason being, if this hits, the target cannot use reactions. And there's a rule in D&D called an attack of opportunity, where if you're in melee range of somebody and you try to run out of melee range without disengaging, you trigger a reaction called an attack of opportunity. If you hit an enemy with Shocking Grasp, you shut off their ability to use reactions, so you can run away from them without disengaging. Dead useful ability for any kind of a caster character. Friends. This is a buff that can happen outside of combat, and it gives you advantage on charisma checks. The sorcerer is a charisma caster. CHA, right there. Bam, charisma. So we're going to be rolling high on charisma anyway, and having an extra buff on there, I think is going to be very useful. The other one I'm going to pick is Bone Chill. I mean, it's a nice ranged necrotic thing, and if we're fighting undead, which we are going to be fighting a fair bit of undead, they're going to get disadvantage on attack rolls, so we can disadvantage undead right off the bat. The first spell is Magic Missile. Always Magic Missile forever. Burning Hands is a really, really, really good spell. But early on, I think Sleep is a little bit better. And once we get to like level 4 or 5, the thing about Sleep, enemies with a combined up to 24 hit points, you can put them to sleep with this spell. Early game enemies, you're going to be able to sleep like 4 or 5 enemies at the same time. It's great. Once you start encountering enemies at levels 3, 4, 5 that have more than 24 hit points, this spell falls off really, really quickly. And we would replace it with something more effective like Burning Hands, which is a cone like fire explosion in front of you. So yeah, we're going to take Magic Missile and Sleep for right now. Next, we're going to take Chromatic Orb, and then we're going to swap out Sleep for Burning Hands a little bit later on down the road. Now, you get to pick a subclass for being Sorcerer. Wild Magic gives you a couple of extra features. Tides of Chaos and Wild Magic. Storm Sorcery. See, it changes the color of the robe. Ooh. Gives you tempestuous magic. That's a word. Tempestuous. After you cast a level 1 spell or higher, you can fly as a bonus action to the end of your turn without receiving opportunity attacks. So free flight after you cast a spell, which is really useful. What I'm going to pick is Draconic Bloodline, because this is going to give me another option here called Dragon Ancestor. And what this does, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each sorcerer level you take. And you get Draconic Resilience. And you can see on her skin up here now she's got dragon scales. That's part of draconic resilience. When you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 13. Yeah, dragons are good, and I'm gonna show you why I think dragons are better than Storm in a moment. In addition to your base armor being 13, because we're only going to be wearing cloth robes and increasing your hit points, you get to pick a dragon ancestor. Now, your dragon ancestor is going to give you an additional spell. We will be able to fly later on, but there are scrolls and potions that allow flight. But if you pick red, it gives you burning hands right off the bat. If you pick black, it gives you a spell called Grease. If you pick blue, you get Witch Bolt. White gives you the armor of Agathos, which is a warlock spell that is actually very useful. You gain 5 temp hit points, and anybody that hits you takes 5 cold damage. If you choose a green dragon, you get Ray of Sickness, which is poison damage. A gold dragon gives you Disguise Self. We won't need to be getting this from the gold dragon. We can get it somewhere else. The silver dragon gives you Featherfall, which we can also get from other things. Bronze dragon gives you the Fog Cloud. Copper gives you Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which is a fantastic spell that I am very tempted for. And then brass gives you Sleep. I am tempted to go copper for Tasha's Hideous Laughter because I love this spell. It is a fantastic spell in my book. You cast it on the enemy and they fall down for 10 turns in an uncontrollable fit of laughter, literally rolling on the floor laughing, unable to do anything else. It's a fantastic spell. It's one of my favorite crowd controls, like, ever in anything. I will definitely, if I get the opportunity to take this spell at some point later in the game, I will definitely take it. Burning Hands, as I said, really, really, really good spell. But I'm gonna swap Sleep for Burning Hands later once Sleep starts to fall off. What I'm actually gonna take is Black Dragon Ancestry for this spell, Grease. This is a little bit of utility in my kit. What Grease does is that it takes a huge area on the ground and covers it in grease. When the spell casts, if there's any enemies in that area, they immediately have to pass like a saving throw, or they'll slip and fall prone. Any enemies moving through it, for every step, has to pass a saving throw, or they will slip and fall prone. And when they do that, they will get covered in grease. Now, the grease is also flammable, which it doesn't tell you in the tooltip. But then if you then hit the grease with any kind of fire magic or like a flaming arrow or anything, the whole puddle of grease explodes into like a raging inferno, and everything in there starts taking fire damage. So if you get like a group of enemies and you drop grease on them and they all fall prone and get covered in grease, and then your next turn you pop it with fire, you just set all of them on fire. The utility for this spell is just off the charts. Off the charts. The reason that I'm going Dragon Ancestor and picking it here is because this is actually the only way a sorcerer can get this spell. It's not in the sorcerer's spell list at all. So having access to this is it's a go-to for me. It's a spell that I love using. Yeah. So Black Dragon Ancestry. But We got black dragon scales. They're nice, but if you look over here now, we got a whole new set of options for how our dragon scales are gonna look. We can take them off, basically, so no dragon scales, but why would you have no dragon scales, right? You get these to kind of go down the face a little bit. A lighter scale that goes around. Different scale. I kind of like this one. Did you get it like count around the eyes? But then you also get to pick your scale color. I chose black, so it's like limiting me to like, ooh, purple scales. Purple scales look nice. So I get kind of like blackish colors, but I'm not limited to that. I get to pick whatever colors I like. And it's a nice blue color that I think ties in really well. Yes, Grease is a fantastic spell. If you have an option to take Grease every single time. Like it will not steer you wrong. So even though I'm Black Dragon, I think I'm gonna take blue scales to tie in with the aesthetic, right? So I think they look a little bit better than the purple ones. And it looks like it's reset my eyes again. Okay, I'm gonna keep zoomed in here so I can keep a track on the eyeballs. What do you think? Looks like a character, doesn't she? Like she might be like a character in the game. Is that a bubble? Was there a random bubble back there? I think I saw a bubble. Okay, I don't know what my... I know, like right off the bat, I am a big charisma. But charisma is my main stat. So I want the +2 bonus to be dropped into charisma. Constitution and dexterity are both huge. I'm not going to be doing a lot with strength, so I can drop strength down. Later, I am going to drop down intelligence as well. Because if you look, take a look, it reset again. Okay, well, we'll just pop back over here and... I gotta keep an eye on that because it keeps resetting the configuration I have there. Specifically with the eyes and with the draconic ancestry. It's keeping everything else. But right after I finish picking everything over here, I'm gonna go back through and double check everything there. So and you can respec these stats over here in the game. You can't change this again once you make it, but you can re-roll your entire character through the game. And I am going to be doing that at a couple of different points when it becomes like effective. So this is what's resetting my character. When I select the background, it resets it. Okay. So I've got Arcana, History, Perception, Deception, and Persuasion. Deception is +5, Persuasion is +5. Okay. Sage gets me Arcana and History, which are both pretty interesting. History and Persuasion comes with being a noble. Insight and Religion. Deception, Sleight of Hand, Deception Self. Acrobatics and Performance for the Entertainer. Okay. Handling. Arcana, History +3/+3. Perception +2. Deception +5. Persuasion +5. Which of these has perception? None of them. Hmm. You kind of get more well-rounded here. Hmm. Okay, and then we will reset this one last time. There we go. Booyah. Lae'zel. No, let's not name the character Lae'zel. What'd you miss? Nothing, really. I chose what skills I wanted right here. I originally had extra points in intimidation and persuasion, like right here, because they were like +5 each. But I decided to ditch those down to +3 and add on religion and insight to kind of balance out my character a little bit more. And then here's what we've decided on for the final look. And for just my skills, I've decided to go more of a jack of all trades, so that I have a little bit of understanding of religion and insight, because this is gonna allow me to detect things in the rooms a little bit better. And then the base loadout for this still looks pretty good. So I'm just going to keep that. And I'm going to change this a little bit later on. So now we are proceeding to the name. I'm making sure that my modifications for the looks are right. Oh, what would be a good name for our drow character? What'd be a good name? Check the eyes. Yes. I am keeping a lookout on that, with the blue and the little black purple rim in the middle. I have some names. Let's try Liliana. There we go. That seems like a fun name. You need a guardian. Choose one. Okay, well, I'm a drow, so naturally my guardian is not going to be a drow. I'm gonna be running with Karlach, and she's a tiefling, so I'm not gonna pick a tiefling. I'm gonna be running with Shadowheart, and she's a human, so I'm not gonna pick a human. Astarion is an elf. I'm probably not gonna pick an elf. I'm gonna pick an orc. Orcs are fun. I could pick a dwarf. Pick a half elf. What race should I pick for the guardian? Dwarf looks cool. The half elf? Male or female? Well, let's pick a half elf. A high half elf, a drow half elf. Well, that might be fun. A wood half elf.
Remarkable.
Follow your instincts. Don't be afraid.
Okay. I like scars. Always gotta be scars. Wood, but drow. I don't think I've ever made a wood half elf before. Let's do that. Body art. Ooh. Ooh, I know what I can pick for hair. Is that other hairstyle down here that I was looking at. This one. Oh my god, the braids, every other one is a... Oh, I have ideas. Okay. Okay. We make the hair color like... Oh my god, that shows up really well with black. Oh my god, that shows up really well with black. Okay, okay. So if the hair color is black, the highlight color... Oh my god, look. Red. Oh my god, look at that. Red shows up so well. What other colors of red do we have? Everything shows up so well on black. Look at that. Green. Her armor is like red and gold. Right? So let's see if we can't like match to that color of red. How's like color coordinate with the armor? That's matching that, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna feel like, yeah, this is red 3. Ripe ruby. Oh, ruby I think is the exact color. Yeah, yeah, that color is ruby. I like that. Okay, so now we've chosen her accent color. We're gonna turn green all the way down, because we're gonna be working around red with her colors. Okay, what can we do with eyes with red? I mean, we just have a straight up ruby eye. Okay, I like that. Okay, bam. Bam. Facial hair? Oh, the bearded lady. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is the villain mustache. Okay. But I mean, that's a nice beard though, right? And we can... Black neutral. Oh, can I not change the highlight color? Is it always black purple? Okay. He grays everything. Okay. We will not do the bearded lady. Just because I can't make it match the hair color. Makeup. I makeup. Whoa, okay. Well, we will be able to see what kind. Oh, I just noticed you switched to Discord to chat. Okay. Do we have Ruby right here? Okay. That's too much. Eh. And lip tint, like we've got a match. And turn down the. There we go. Eyes, body art. Minotaur ring. Nope. We're gonna pick something else. Do we have something in red? Does kind of work. Okay, and now do we have like a reddish? What would be a good tattoo? That looks kind of cool. A little flame symbol right there. Oh, is this like fire? Oh, that looks kind of cool. Oh, it's a little sword thing down there. Okay. That is interesting. Hmm. Oh, flowers going on down there. feels like this character. What do you think? Flowers? I think maybe flowers. Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's a mind flayer. Oh. Okay, that's... Was that water steep? I do believe that's water deep. And that would be the Githyanki. Okay. Just smack the dragon. Okay, so I think he just teleported to a different place on the material plane. So this seems like Icewind Dale. Okay, where'd we go that time? Oh, things are on fire. Okay. That's Lizelle, by the way. She got out. It's probably while they were being attacked by Githyanki is because they had a Githyanki prisoner on board. Oh, that's not good. That's Avernus. Avernus is, hell, basically, in D&D. Not really the place you want to wind up. Not a lot of good things happen in Avernus. Here we go. Mouse cursor.
My head.
Okay, well, there's a mind player right here. Let's go take a look. Onyx.
Dead. Good.
Okay. Let's sort out our little bar over here. Let's see. Jump. Dash. Throw. Crouch. Show. Bam. Just like that. And then we'll take our cantrips up here to the top row. Friends, and then this. Did it reset my spell? It didn't reset my cantrips, but it did reset my spells to chromatic orb instead of sleep. Game, you gotta stop messing with my stuff. You're cramping my mojo.
Best be on my way.
There's a chest up here.
What's hiding here?
Okay. I don't think I've ever noticed.
Let's see.
Mind Flayer pod.
Someone else got out.
Oh, you asked where Lizelle was. Maybe. No, she was over here in one of these.
Might be other survivors. Wonder who was inside.
Okay. What else do we have in this room? There's onyx up here.
Always room for more.
And a rune slate. Always worth looking around and picking stuff up.
Visions project into your mind. A nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
This is a healing thing. I remember that from before. The sphincter. Well, that's lovely. Sorry, I dropped all your stuff, boss. Oh, an Elvis record. Okay, creepy voice. Eldritch tablet. What does that say?
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Alright, let's pick that up. What's this?
Mind Flayer horticulture.
It's an elevator. Ranger. Murnath. Here we go.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this
Please, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Okay. So when I said there was Twitch integration, this is what I mean. With these options right here, if you're watching on Twitch right now, if I click this button, it pops up a little thing on your screen right there where you can vote on which one of these options you would like. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain? I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. You sound afraid. Why? Or just leave. And so right around here on the screen on Twitch, you're getting that notification right now for which of these options. And when you click one of the buttons, it'll show up right here as a percentage of what the audience is suggesting that I pick. This integration is the reason that I am streaming to Twitch as well as YouTube. How about now? I will double check on my end of Twitch to make sure things are showing up properly. Okay, I just clicked it on mine. It may not show up on mobile. Or you may need to install the Baldur's Gate 3 extension. So you can see the stuff for like the job and everything. Because over here on this side of the screen, like right here, you should be able to see like an option. Yeah, it might not be something that is able to come through on the phone. I'm gonna pick this one. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
You sound afraid. Why?
Enemy. So many enemies. Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Okay, inspect, break the skull. Let's inspect it. Oh, okay. So, what's that? Oh, I can color the dice. So we got scuffed metal. We got dragon flame red. And we got be here blue. What dice color do you think? I mean, dragon flame looks cool, yeah? Let's pick dragon flame. Did I really just roll a 1? That's how we're gonna start this game? That's how we're gonna start this.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
Yeah, let's kill it. was an intellect devourer after all. Oh. The dragons are still here. Oh, there's Lizelle.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
What made you think I was a thrall?
They are parasites.
That's true.
Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First,
Okay.
we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
We got imps. Okay.
I will not know failure.
Okay.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay. What? Just in that turn? And Lizelle is going to end this. All right.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
What's in here?
There's something on here that I missed. Must loot all of the things.
If not over, then through.
I don't think we were hit. We were not.
Better. Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Climbing up. Okay, what's the save? F5? Yes.
Geich machinery. I can make no sense of it.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
What's up for discussion?
Life flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Okay. Sapped. The high owl. Dark mine. What did this do?
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
does this do? Okay, I think it just killed them. There's Shadowheart.
We have no time for stragglers.
We rescued you, cactus ears. There's magic at work here. What kind? I'm gonna switch to ones that I can read better. Haha, 18 plus 1 plus 2, 21.
Warding runes. You feel them drawing energy from the console near to the pod.
I get to push more buttons.
We need to go.
Nope, gonna push more buttons. Things magically linked to that console. Let me see what I can do.
The console appears dormant.
Describe the device with glitch you sense from the warding runes. Yes, let's do that.
The console hums to life.
Take a closer look. Arcana check. Booyah.
The pulsing glow and organic lines of the device make it seem more like a beating heart than a machine. Perhaps it will open the nearby pod. Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Will the pod to open? Okay. I gotta beat a 2. Oh my god, game. Really? Really? We gonna roll a 2?
You feel the mechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Okay. We got Shadowheart.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Well, dangerous companies needed in a fight.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
We were in each other's heads.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
Right then, let's get going. I'm Liliana.
One moment.
What's that? What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
This chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
What happens if I touch it now? Might not be the time. Okay. But there's other stuff in this room. Look at this. Elaborate reliquary.
What's inside?
I mean, let's just pick this up.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
There's a little intellect devourer walking around right here. Okay. What's in this room? Okay, cerebral aquarium.
Things. Wonder what plane they're from.
Okay. That's where I woke up and we went around into there. So I don't think we ever went over into this room. And that looks like it's the way to the helm. Ooh. Greetings, Mr. Venture. Gold key.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Dead thrall.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod. Another brain.
You know? Picked up this thing. That's what the gold key was for. Okay. What does this one do?
Place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Straj.
Hmm.
Is this to be our fate?
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
I just turned that person into a mind flayer. Okay, we're gonna go this way.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Hmm.
You in charge. I'll trust my own judgment.
I'm inclined to believe.
Yank.
I'm inclined to go with Shadowheart. Lazel is just not nice. She is not nice. Oh, he's having a bad day.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
Okay. I'll just let that sit there. We can kill this guy. Got 2 hints on that guy. And
At the ready.
move up the field. Okay, then we'll kill this guy.
Be known.
What do we got right here? Okay.
Maybe not the best time.
I am fury. I am death.
Okay.
This'll do.
Have to keep going.
Yeah, I'm not taking damage to anybody yet. Okay, so we're gonna
Can't slow down.
run over here.
Time to strike.
Can I throw? Okay, we'll move over here to grab that.
Nearly out of sky. It's now or never.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and just loot with her. Must loot all of the things. And I'm back here. Oh, cutscene.
Hurry before they strike.
Okay, that turns over.
Ascend. On the move.
Can I pick this up? Githyanki Psionics. Oh, Mage Hand. Okay. That second win. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to do.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
I am fury. I am death.
Can I not pick this up? Why can I not pick this up?
No time to waste.
Dario will have your head.
Strike true.
Eat
This guy drops that sword if we can kill him. That is before he kills the Mind Flayer. Which is an if.
On my way.
Okay, run down here.
Time to strike.
So we've got 10 turns to get from here to there.
Come a little closer.
Shove this guy.
I'd better take a peek.
Now we can head up there. Do I have potions on her? I do. Let's drop this stuff right here. Did I just accidentally move back in the wrong direction? I did.
And lethal.
Pommel strike. Okay. Fiery bolt. Okay.
What's hiding here?
What else we got? Ooh, void bolt and stuff back here. I think I can get any of that. Okay, what can I do here? Oh, okay, Mr. Mind Flayer is dead.
Stop the attack! They must not escape!
Swift and lethal.
What does Mind Flayer have? He has this. I don't have a disarming strike, right? That's gonna get 2 attacks of opportunity. Okay, we're just gonna
Going.
go up here.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. I'll give it a shot.
The helm's
Combat over.
You made it in time.
Greetings, Ghost Actual. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's the dragon. Okay. Hopefully now we'll be heading back to the material plane. Corpses won't be inclined to speak to their killers. So talk to them before you kill them. Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice loading of the model there, game. So instead of loading the model into that cutscene, it just kind of T-posed the model in the cutscene. Oh, it's still happening.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Where did I land?
The crash site confuses the landscape. You'll need to find a settlement or landmark, and you'll need to do it quickly.
Looks like the eyes reset again.
Death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Find a cure. Skip the nautiloid. Okay. Shadowheart. That little box thing she's got. So Twitch integration, I can do this. And people on Twitch has a little pop-up right around here on the screen where you can decide like what option you think I should pick if you're watching on Twitch. And then whatever you pick, the percentage will show up right here. So I can kind of see what the audience is leaning towards. This is the cool kind of Twitch integration, not iteration. As Lojo and I found out earlier, it doesn't appear to work on mobile, so I think you have to be on a computer for this to work, or there may be a special like add-on you have to install on Twitch mobile to get it to work. Ah, see, there we go. Somebody voted, and it says Waker. So it's showing me this is what the audience wants. So I'm going to go with that.
You're alive. I'm alive. How is this possible?
You can also see over here on this side of the screen, like right here, you have two little buttons. One that will show you my character sheets for the characters I have in my party, and the other one that will show you the current quests that I'm on. So you can see what I have in my inventory, what items I'm wearing on my character, what my spells are. You can see all of that stuff over there by clicking on those buttons. Well, I was hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Do you have any idea where we are?
No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
True, that was literally hell.
We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Well, aren't you a healer? We
need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
All right.
One thing, just before we go.
Daughter of Darkness.
Thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
I'll remember that you remember that.
Have to keep going.
Okay, and you can hit tab to see everybody's inventory. And what I'm going to do right off the bat, I'm going to send this over to me. I'm going to give myself the potions. And I'm going to give her all of the other stuff. She can kind of, because she's a lot stronger than me. See, she can carry 340 pounds. I can carry 204, like 240. So I'm going to give her all of the stuff to carry. Like, I'm going to keep the gold. Because gold is mine. Where did gold go? Where did the gold go? Did it drop the gold? Oh, there it is. Okay. But all this other stuff. Keep these. Send all this to Shadowhawk. Bam, like that. Send that stuff to camp. Inventory sorting. Always the most fun part. Can I have this? Just steal the mysterious artifact. My artifact now. Okay, what we got? Wooden barrel. There's a drum in that barrel. Okay. I'm gonna take the backpack. Dead Fisher. Was he killed by this intellect devour? He had one piece of gold on him. Shantage for the bitch queen. Has anybody else seen this?
There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
And the bitch queen stays the storm. Okay, shanties for the bitch queen. I'm gonna pick that up just because it sounds awesome. Having backpacks is, I think, crucial to keeping your inventory sorted well.
Something good here, I hope. Let's have a look.
You never know what you're gonna find. That was like a lock-picking kit right there. Belladonna over here. Murgrass, Intellect Devour. Our first ancient sigil. These are teleport locations, so you can teleport around the world. An ancient door that is locked.
Maybe there's another entrance.
Spoiler alert, there is another entrance. Abducted commoner.
More of those wretched things.
Okay. Intellect Devours.
Best keep some distance, or this will be a short fight.
Got to move. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Okay, we're gonna move here. We got concussive smash. Okay.
I won't give in.
Okay. Falling from the Nautiloid and coming down here seems to have given me a long rest.
Don't waste a step. Come on, can't stay idle. You fared well.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Yes.
Open up.
Abducted nobleman. Oh wow, he had a lot of stuff. Did mind player up here. Okay. That guy had a rapier, right? I prefer a rapier. Ha, sword. Weakening strike, flourish, and piercing strike. We will keep that like that.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
And what do we got up here? Ooh, another mind flayer up here. Okay. Where does this go? Let's just go out this way. Intellect Devourer. More boxes. There's going to be a lot of looting in this game. You should get used to that now. Locked. Can I pick this lock? Lockpick.
Don't give me trouble now.
5. There's no way I failed this, right? Perfect. Belladonna, Murgrass. There's a person up here.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered.
Do you now?
In the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Do we have a vote? I'm inclined to tell him to kill it himself. He looks like a capable fellow. Kill it yourself. Yes, kill it yourself.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Well, I'm better at dexterity, so let's dexterity. Let's got the guidance on. Gotta beat a 10. Like, really, game? Only just.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Put the knife away, maybe we can talk.
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
What's the mind flayer's worm?
Of course. That explains things somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I mean, I guess we accept his apology.
A kindred spirit.
Shadowheart approves.
My name's Astarion.
Astarion.
When those beasts snatched me.
Oh, that sounds horrible. I'm Liliana.
So,
Charmed.
do you know anything about these worms?
Yes, unfortunately they'll turn us into mind flayers.
Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it.
Yes, of course. But first things first.
You should travel with me.
You know, I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't such a bad idea. And you seem like a useful person to know.
You seem to have some things going on there, buddy.
Lead on.
So, we leveled up. Level up. Level up. Level up always takes precedence. Always with the level up. Gained a spell, gained 2 passives. Look at that. Spells. Well, since it took it away from me last time, I'm going to add sleep back into my spell list. Class passives. Now, this is one of the cool things about sorcerers, right? They get these kind of passives that you can use sorcerer points to cast. Like Careful Spell. Automatically, allies automatically succeed saving throws against spells that require them. So you can cast this on somebody and they'll automatically save if a spell is cast on them. Distance spells. Increases the range of spells by 50%. Melee spells get a range of 30 feet. So melee spells suddenly get like the normal casting range, and the normal casting range spells get almost double the range. Extended spells, it extends the duration of conditions, and twin spells allows you to spend a sorcery point for spells that shoot a projectile that normally target one creature can now target 2 creatures. So we're going to take Distant and Twin Spell, which are just dead useful for a sorcerer. That's what this section is right here now.
Wits and blades always sharp.
Shadowheart also has a level up. Now Shadowheart is a cleric. Why don't you get here? Turn undead and invoke duplicity. And we can change which spell she has prepared. Which I am going to do. We're going to take Healing Word, but we're going to leave behind Cure Wounds. Take Shadow Fade, Guiding Bolt. Bless, because Bless is just completely overpowered. And I think Bane. Bless and Bane are 2 really, really good spells. Getting an extra 1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws for your party, and then taking that away from enemies. Can really turn the tide of a battle. And then Asterion. He's a rogue. And he just gets a bunch of stuff. Killing action hide, killing action dash, and disengage.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay, and this is another benefit of... I'm gonna scooch this stuff around here. We now have these sorcery points here, so we have 2, and we can take a spell slot and turn it into sorcery points with this button, and with this one, we can take sorcery points and turn it into a spell slot. So if I click this, I can spend a sorcery point to recover that one spell slot right there. And then I click. So bam. Now at level 1, we've got 3 spell slots. Instead of the 2 we had a moment ago. But we used up our sorcery points to do it. So now we can't use these. But I can use this and turn a level 1 spell slot back into a sorcery point. If I want to do that. I don't think there's anything up this way. We come back into this room.
A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That thing's bound to be dangerous, even if injured. Best be careful.
Okay.
Approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion. Compassion.
No, you should be furious,
Yes,
shouldn't you?
Feel hate, and you deserve to be punished for it. You should be whipped, made to bow before this creature in shame. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it, but then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
I mean, let's focus. I can add guidance from Shadowheart. Oh, no need. Lovely. It only gave me a 1 anyway.
Your minds fuse, lusting for something that is gone. But then its grip claws back with a vengeance, a vice locking your mind into obedience. It needs sustenance to survive, and with your very body you can provide.
Draconic Bloodline Charisma. So I'm with advantage, +3 from Charisma, 1d4 from Guidance. You host the blood of a mighty dragon. Channel its will to resist the abomination. I mean, lean in as if for a kiss? No. No, let's resist the abomination. Okay, if you don't know what advantage is, it's roll 2 dice and take the higher of the values. So in this case, we're taking 9. It's getting +3 and +1d4, which is 2. Gives us 14, which is success.
You feel the creature's thoughts stumble against your magic, your will to resist. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close those eyes forever. Curb stomp. Booyah.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Okay then. What else is in this room? I don't think there's anything else in this room. And this is the place we were before. Yeah, that's where we met Astarion. So I think we just go out this way.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Sure, let's go.
No traps, please.
Why would there be a trap on a dead goblin? Well, there's something going on with this.
What's going on with that room?
approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
It looks slightly dangerous. Let's touch it. It is indeed slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
A hand? I mean, I can attune myself to the sigil's magic. Let's do that. Booyah. Can't hear the game audio.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
It seems like it's showing up on my side.
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this.
Wasting the time of passing adventures? I certainly hope so. No need to apologize.
But friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Okay, let's turn this up ever so slightly. You are the Nodloid as well. Never mind the Nodloid. How did you get stuck in that
I don't know
stone?
what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall?
Well, you see, I kind of T-posed, and to be honest, I haven't a clue.
But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you two...
How's that? Is that better? Is it louder?
A rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region, were you not?
I couldn't have phrased it more repellently myself.
The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
I possess many gifts, but tadpole extraction is not one of
We've
them.
established few enough can. It's not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
Sure, sounds like a plan.
Excellent. A parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect.
I don't think that's how it works.
Before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
The Wizard of Waterdeep.
Ah, excellent choice.
Who also has a level up. Wizard level 2. He is evocation right now. Evocation is a really strong subclass for wizard. All of the like high damage spells like Fireball and stuff like that are evocation spells. So an evocation wizard is going to be dealing a lot of direct damage. Let's give him Long Strider. Now, Long Strider is a spell that I am intending to pick up myself. But Long Strider is interesting in that it's a ritual spell. Why is it not on his bar thing here? That's interesting. But we can open his spell book. There we go. He doesn't need grease, so he can take this. Thunder Wave can swap out for that, and that can swap out with Thunder Wave. Yeah. Now, Long Strider is a ritual spell. We're gonna sort him up a little bit. That's a cantrip, that's a cantrip, that's a cantrip. These are level 1 spells. Now, ritual, in the case of Baldur's Gate 3, means that outside of combat, you can cast it without using a spell slot. And Long Strider is a particularly useful ability.
You can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Deal seems interesting.
But what's the story with that odd little artifact you have?
None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Okay. Meanwhile, Gale was still casting Long Strider. So yeah, and what Long Strider does, increase a creature's movement speed by 10 feet until the next long rest. So this is in combat. So instead of getting 30 feet of movement, we now get 40.
At least
and that
stayed interesting.
That lasts until the next long rest. So we've got that right there. Bam. Long Strider.
Don't waste a step.
And you can see the little effect around each of us, denoting that we are carrying the Long Strider effect. And also, I can do this. Potions are mine. Things like inventory sorting, I'm going to do primarily offline. So that you won't have to see it like terribly much when we are going through things. So I'm basically going to send everything back to camp, and then between episodes I will come in and sort things out. Is this a hand crossbow? Light crossbow. Am I proficient with light crossbow? I think I am. So there's no reason not to give a ranged weapon to like pretty much everybody.
Got my attention.
This is 4 to 9. This is 2 to 9.
All right. What now?
Okay, so there's that. Drop more thieves' tools on him. But basically all of this stuff, we're just going to send it back to camp. Send to camp. Booyah.
To find a way forward.
Okay. We don't want to go in there yet. Let's go this way. Oh, hey, look, it's our Githyanki friend.
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them. Holy house. Under elf.
Lay tight, Nymessa.
If you value your life, walk away. Okay. I'm gonna give myself all of the advantage that I can.
Come, Nymessa.
Gale approves.
Enough gawking. Get me down.
Say please. Say please.
Never.
Fine, stay up there. I don't care. What's over here?
Observe and listen. You'll hear.
Get me down.
Ooh, a short bow.
Fit my pack.
Egg and egg mushroom. Okay, we should get her down.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is a
It is
creche?
many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a ghaik tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
I mean, a simple thank you wouldn't go amiss.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. Suffices thanks.
Alright, we'll
You are
train you
full
together.
up. Dismiss your weakest warrior.
Well, you can go back to
Very
camp.
well, but heed my words. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. I must interrogate this Zoru. Our very lives depend on it. I will be at your camp. Do not keep me waiting.
Okay.
Seems simple enough.
Where is she going?
I hear shouting up ahead.
We should check it out, but be careful.
A dirt mound. Pick up the shovel. A box. Hey, it's got gold. What's going on? Oh boy, autosave.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
Oh boy.
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
Oh, he is really unlucky.
Shit! Form a line!
Hold the line.
Damnable roach!
There's your Eldritch Blast.
Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
What, doesn't he look cool? Okay.
We'll do it my way. On the way. Ready or no?
Okay, well, I guess we just wait. Look at all of the people that are in this fight. Okay. How many of them can I get in this puddle of grease? Looks like I can get 4 of them. And it proned one of them. And then we're gonna move up here.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
By sickle and sword!
Okay.
Heading there.
Booyah. Look, that guy's trying the same trick I did. Okay. Ooh, rallied. Okay. And then, of course, Gale.
Certainly.
Bring him up here. Booyah.
just like old times.
Okay. What have we got left here?
These boots have seen everything.
Bam.
On my way.
Let's move up here. Booyah. Okay.
Time for a new approach. Yes, here.
Time to push my luck again.
That was the last of them. Inside!
Booyah.
You more may follow! Open the gate!
Okay.
Damn vermin.
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends. And if they're nearby.
There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
I want to be this character.
Time to press ahead.
Oh, I guess I have to be Gale because Gale's in the conversation.
Stuff your payment. I didn't ask for any goddamn help. Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
I mean, he's
The
right.
human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
I mean, what's that about us? Guidance. Ooh. 10.
Enough!
Only just.
Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
More goblins could be on their way.
We'd best deal with them, or their healer will be kept very busy indeed.
We're going to take a short rest to heal everybody up.
Very well.
And I do believe we can get our next team member. Okay.
Anything of use?
There's a lot of people out here we can loot. Let's see what we get.
So, do you have loves waiting for you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting? Like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Lots of goblins out here. Okay, what are these? Gloves of power. Sleight of hand +1. Okay. We'll give that to Asterion, because he's going to be our sleight of hand guy. Alright, and then minus that, we will send this to camp. Okay. We're going to go recruit another team member.
Well, unless we find a cure,
with
you
shield.
won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
Ooh, mugwort.
More pockets.
Rogue's morsel.
I am enjoying our walks together. Aren't you, Dave?
Sure. In silence.
Aha, traveler's chest.
Dead goblins. Dead travelers.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
A dead tiefling over here.
Vermin. On the rooftop.
Here we go.
Surround him like.
I know you're there. Show
spot
yourself.
us. Good. It's like they say. Wait. A drow. In the sun. Stand down. This one's got a touch of the absolute about her.
The absolute.
Apologies, your lordship. Hard making you out from a distance.
Don't let it happen again.
Of course. Come and go as you like. Move it, lads.
Thank you.
And show some respect.
Okay. We're going to be going this way out of the camp.
I'll give it a shot.
You seemed quite forward with your compliments earlier. We'd only just met.
Seize the day, I say. More now than ever.
Careful you don't pull a muscle in your haste.
Okay, what we're gonna do is jump over here and then go down the craggy rock over here. Oh, that Gale wants to talk?
Spare me a moment, if you please.
Okay.
Something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's a rather personal matter that I'd have preferred to keep quiet, but needs must when the... You see, I have this condition.
Oops.
Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Okay. What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
What kind of items are we
Staffs,
talking about
combs,
exactly?
Cowls. The form doesn't matter, so long as it's brimming with weave. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It is time, and by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger. There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
I mean,
Valid question.
why would I risk that
If
for a
not
wizard
out
I
of the simple
barely
goodness
know?
of your heart, then perhaps your own self-interest might be sufficient motivation. Having a wizard like me around is quite the boon when facing the perils that stalk these lands. It'd be far harder for me to assist you if I could barely stand upright. Please, trust me. Your help could be the difference between life and death. As luck
Very
would
well.
have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need.
The gloves.
Perhaps I'm not conveying the urgency of the situation. It's incredibly,
I am not giving you-
world-shatteringly important you give me a suitable artifact. Please.
I cannot spare anything at the moment. Advantage 1d4. Booyah. I'm glad I rolled with advantage because the other one rolled a 1, which was a critical failure.
Of course. I would hate for you to think me impatient or ungrateful. I shall persevere. For now.
Yes, we will find something suitable later. But for now, we're going to continue down this
Something over there.
path. There's a rock here. Okay.
I'm ready.
Can't give up now. What path lies before
okay.
me?
More grass.
Wish I had a bag of honey.
Belladonna. A skeleton.
What can I do for you?
Nothing. I misclicked on you. There's a skeleton hidden right here. Smuggler's ring. Stealth +2, sleight of hand +2, charisma -1. Toll collector's key.
A key. Wonder what it opens.
More grass. Lovely. Got some belladonna here. Just picking flowers. Well, hello there. You're kind of on fire. You okay?
Me? Never been better.
You are on fire though.
Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did.
You haven't
Good.
met any Tyrians
Great.
lately, no?
Glad I don't have to kill you.
A great heat roars through you, her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Well, obviously she's a tiefling. It's the tadpole in our head.
Mountains
connects
as far as
us.
the eye can see. Guess that explains the voices. From that peek I got into your head, you've made some inroads trying to get the thing sorted. But alas, no joy. I'm Karlak. And you are?
I'm Liliana.
Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, how would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
Sure.
A little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good at killing demons. Really good. So good, Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Took me 10 years to properly escape, but now I'm free. Zariel sent goon after goon to hunt me down. But believe me when I tell you, I'm not going. The latest yappy little dog she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as paladins of Tyr. Want to help me take them down?
Sure. So you want me to kill the people hunting you?
I'll lead the charge. I could use your help. There's a lot of them, and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
You want to just team up with some blood-stained killer? Because I'm fine with that.
I knew I liked him. Let's do it.
Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Alright. And now, I do believe it's time to actually return to camp. So let's go to camp. Booyah, our campsite. Now, all the stuff that I've been sending back to camp pops up in this little yellow box back here. And we've got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna take this and this and this right now. And yeah, we'll sort out the other stuff momentarily. But this can go here, and we're gonna turn that off because it looks blah. But it gives us a spell, Shapeshift, which is dead useful spell. Peculiar clothing chests. Get a cape. Look at this. Whoosh. Booyah. Smuggler's ring. We'll keep that for right now. We got a couple of scrolls I'm gonna drop on my bar here. Scrolls are useful for doing things and not using like magic slots to do it. In here, potion of flying, an animal speaking. These are going to be very useful. All right, what else we got? Camp supplies, scimitar, dagger, hammer, broken loot. Send that to camp. Send to camp. Okay. Gale is over here.
Something's on my mind.
An ally fresh from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute, and all the better for it.
I'm gonna need you to remain in camp for a
Of
while.
that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Lovely. And Brunette Carlock.
Hey,
Come on, we're headed out.
hell yes.
And then Carlock has a level
Making
up.
me sweat.
Loading. Barbarian level 2. Barbarian, level 3. Okay. Class Wild Heart, Berserker, or Wild Magic. Now Wild Heart gives you Speak with Animals, which is a useful spell to have. You can get a lot of information by talking to animals. Wild Magic gives her Magic Awareness, which is a proficiency to saving throws against spells, and Wild Magic. Basically casts like a random spell. But what I'm going to roll for is Berserker. This is going to give her Berserker Rage and Enraged Throw and Frenzy Strike, which is how you always want to roll Barbarian. Like, Wild Heart and Wild Magic are interesting, but if you want to be doing the crazy Barbarian damage that everybody dreams about, you want a Berserker. Boo, yeah.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay, and with that, we can go ahead and initiate the end of the day. Yes. Oh, here's Will.
The blade of
You remember Will?
frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlak, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus.
I remember you from the fight at the Grove. What do you want?
The devil's head. And yours. If you so much as...
A great fire roars through.
Has a
fire of the
tadpole
first
too.
hell. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your allies are fraud. A soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you, I am not what you think I am. I'm...
Another vision. The man shudders with Karlak's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an
I think it
agent.
skipped the dialogue.
Baldrin's Hellmite. No. I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
I mean, you saw what I saw, right? Karlak is
The
not
man
a danger.
catches his breath and his lips straighten.
Deception.
Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
I mean, you saw her thoughts. She's not a threat to the Sword Coast.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
I mean, the more the merrier, as they say.
Well met.
Hey!
And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Wow, someone's bitchy tonight. Okay, and now we've got Will in our party. Look at that. Right over there, the Blade of Frontiers. We have collected all of our party members. And we are what? Almost 4 hours in?
Decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach.
Does it? I mean, does it? Does it really?
Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
True enough. Who else wants to talk? Will would like to
I want to have
talk.
a word.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
I mean, if someone set you on Karlach's tail, I'd like to know who. I would
say
like to know
only
who.
this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Okay, how's Shadowheart? Shadowheart is fine. Lizelle is fine. Okay.
With haste.
I think that can send us to bed. Auto select. Take a full rest. Booyah. Full rest initiated. And we're going to go ahead and save. And that is where I'm going to be calling the stream for today. A little bit shorter than normal stream. But we made some good progress. We got a character made. We got through all the tutorial things. We've recruited all of our basic party members. Yeah, I'm going to do some sorting stuff off camera, but we will be back tomorrow where we will actually start doing missions and stuff. I think we're going to start with Karlach's mission for the Paladins because we're right outside of that area. And then we're going to go back to the Grove and start talking to people down there. So yeah, want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the integration options. They're going to become more prevalent as we're going through, especially when I start hitting content that I don't know what's about to happen. There weren't a lot of options in this episode because I wanted to make sure that I recruited all 6 of the, 1, 2, 3, there's 6 or 7. Yeah, there's 6. All 6 of the party members here in camp. We have a 7th person that we're going to recruit right here. But we're going to do all of that stuff tomorrow. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side. Nari out.